He'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're...
Makes the catch and he's free. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Run in the red zone. It's Davidson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Denson on the move to his left. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Finds his man. It's Simmons. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is a...
Snags it, and there's running room. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's got it on the move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback running on the draw. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's a great job on third down and short, just being physical by this offense and moving the ball down the field. You take the ball to start the game, really setting the tone. How big would it be now set up first and goal? If your first drive, you can punch it in. You can gain all the momentum and really start this game off just how you want it to.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
To the air on second down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. QB draw. Here's a little room. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. Easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Caught by Williams on the left. The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to Joyner. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A run for the quarterback. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
It's complete to the left. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Now on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Creates a little spin. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Red Raiders come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's a give to Joyner. He's up to 73 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Takes a hit as he fires. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Snags it, and he's open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Denson. Plucks it out of the air. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get free before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs.
Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives them some breathing room.
And it's the Tar Heels with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Hammond. Tosses it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Running inside, it's Williams. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the deep...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Now on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The pull ball and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The run inside. It's Williams. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over, and if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play, because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On the draw, it's Johnson. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Back to throw, it's Denson. Gonna let it fly. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Motion from the wide receiver. Flushed out of the pocket. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Denson. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Got a little grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll have a 1st down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. To the air, it's Hammond. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
With the draw, it's Williams. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
It's a nice decision by their quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just have to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Denson. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The give, it's Johnson. Maybe a crease. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. Finds his man. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw it again. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
From the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
Stepping to the right. Hard running there. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Now sliding to his left. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.